What's up, Arrow fans? This is Mel, and I'm celebrating my birthday with episode 322 of Arrow titled This Is Your Sword, which aired May 6, 2015. And guys, did that episode seriously just end the way it did? My goodness! Oliver and Nisa are now married and expected to have a child together. Now, is this marriage legal, or with the league, is the spirituality behind the ceremony more important than whether it's legal or not? Which is it? Please tell me, because Felicity can't be over because of this league marriage. It just can't be. But speaking of Felicity, she, Diggle, Laurel, Ray, and Malcolm are last seen losing consciousness in a sealed room where the Alpha Omega bioweapon was released. This has to be a ploy. It just has to be. In the flashback, we saw Akio bleeding from his nose and mouth as the bioweapon overrode his little body, and yet I saw no blood whatsoever on any of their bodies in the present day. Now, my dad thinks that the vial was switched out with knockout gas by Oliver without Roz knowing about it, and that's why they all lost consciousness the way they did. I think my dad is onto something, because they just can't be dead. What do you think? Are they dead, or is it just a ploy that they are unaware of? Like I mentioned earlier, Akio's death was featured in the flashbacks. Poor guy. And in the present day, we see Masao and Tatsu fight with one another before Tatsu kills Masao, freeing him from his self-proclaimed prison of his. That's so sad. I was kind of hoping that they could be together in the end again. I mean, they showed that they wanted that in the middle of this season when Oliver was recovering from the fall off the cliff, but now that'll never be. Good news, though. In this episode, we learned that Oliver was pretending to submit to Ra's al Ghul's ways, in a sense. Oliver had planned from the beginning with Malcolm, of all people, to infiltrate the League of Assassins and destroy it from the inside. Unfortunately, Malcolm thought they had a few months before any destruction to Starling City came, which is something he suspected would come up. Now, Oliver tells Malcolm to bring Tatsu back with him to convince Oliver's former teammates that the city is in danger and that he's basically undercover in the League. That doesn't really go over well. But there were many fights on Nanda Parbat with the oddest pair-ups during the battle, at least in my opinion. We got Malcolm and Laurel teaming up at one point. And why wasn't Laurel having her blonde wig? I mean, she wore the whole leather black getup and yet no wig. What, does it not matter that people in the League know who are her identity? No clue. Anyways, we also got Diggle and Tatsu covering Felicity, who is trying to hack into the plane's mainframe before it takes off. However, did anyone notice Malcolm saving both Laurel and Felicity? The most memorable save for me was Malcolm using himself to cover Felicity from the fallout of Ray's rough landing after colliding with the plane. Unfortunately, we don't see Oliver fighting. He just stands around with Ra's al Ghul. Now, there was a side story for Thea and Roy. They got to catch up with each other, but in the end, Roy leaves Thea in his arsenal suit that she brought to him, and he leaves it with her. And he tells her in a note that life on the run wasn't what Oliver wanted for Thea when Oliver sacrificed his life to the League. And it seems like letter goodbyes are a thing for Roy and Thea, doesn't it? Another side plot away from Nanda Parbat was that Ray got Felicity to sign company papers, transfer of ownership papers, so it looks like Ray may be making Felicity CEO of Palmer Technologies. Why now, though? Is it because his Atom suit is functional now? Is he covering all of his bases just in case? I wonder how Felicity would react if she knew what exactly she signed in that scene. So let's move on to predictions. The official synopsis for the season finale, which is episode 323, titled My Name is Oliver Queen, is as follows. Everyone's lives are in danger as Ra's al Ghul puts forth his final plan. Oliver, or Al-Sahim, must decide if he's strong enough to take on this new role and what it will mean for everyone on Team Arrow and his soul. So it looks like Oliver and Ra's will have some kind of showdown between them. The fate of Diggle, Felicity, Laurel, Ray, and Malcolm are unknown based on the synopsis, but based on the promo, they are alive and they get a visit from the Flash, which is just awesome. I'm a stickler for crossover moments like that. I know I was truly hoping for Barry to make an appearance in the finale, since Oliver is set to make an appearance over on The Flash in episode 122, which airs next week. Anyways, everyone seems to be alive. Hooray. And Oliver and Nisa seem to be teaming up in the field together, and it looks like the bioweapon is set loose in Starling City. And at some point, Oliver reclaims his name in front of Ra's al Ghul. And from the promo alone, I am pumped to see how it all goes down. So excited. So what do you think is going to happen in the finale? Finale time is basically everything goes, because then afterwards they're just leaving us to wait 4 months until we get anything answered in the premiere. But let me know about your thoughts for the finale in the comments below. I'd love to see what you predict for it, see who's right and who's kind of right. There's no wrong answers, that's for sure, but the finale is definitely going to be intense. With all that said, that's all I really need to talk about for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I always appreciate the time you've set aside to listen to my rambles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video with other fans of the Arrow show. Until next time, bye guys.